All right. Well, welcome back, people. This is Division and this is Wayne's World. And today with me, I have not spoken to this man on this medium in a very long time. We go way back, like four flats on a Cadillac, or is it a Cadillac with four flats? I don't know, but we'll find out. I'm here with the infamous PB0, DMV sensation, businessman, and just an all around hustler. Welcome, brother. It is good to see you here
Always
again.
a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to be here. Now I'm over here with Wayne's World. You know what I'm saying? So I guess party time.
Thank you.
Excellent. You
Thank
know,
you. Thank you. Thank you.
we said
Michael
together.
Myers, you're more than welcome to participate. Dana Carvey, when you get off of Chipotle, you can come as well. But
Oh man, I can't. No disrespect to Chipotle, but they didn't have too many E. coli outbursts for me, bro. I'm,
I don't.
I'm a little bit of afraid to go back, bro.
Like I think everyone's afraid to go back to Chipotle. Chipotle's lines used to be
But they still,
horrendous.
but they still in business. You
They
know,
are.
they got a competitor called Moe's. Shout out to Moe's. Hey, sponsor me, man. Shout out to Moe's Southwest Grill,
Nah,
bro. Like,
I got a problem
man,
with Moe's.
what you don't like about
I got
Moe's?
a
I mean,
problem
I
with
will
Moe's.
say the locations they have out here are some. Mm,
I have a
but
problem. I fell in love with
overall,
Moe's and Laurel, and they gave me E.
that was
coli
my
and then
favorite
closed
location, and
down.
they shut them
Yes,
down, bro. Like,
yes.
look, I pulled up to the job. I was like, what happened? I even called their number, and some lady answered from a cell phone. I was like, "Yeah, what happened to y'all Laurel location?" "Oh yeah, we closed. Wasn't getting enough business." And I'm like, "Well, that's one because y'all not hiring the right people because
Well,
y'all in a prime location, and the top three things they tell you about business is location, location, location."
and they
You
gave
know,
you
I mean,
three and
there's
a
plenty
half
of
pieces of meat too on your tacos.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
the other
That's
thing too. They started to get real cheap with the
one
meat
thing I did
portions.
like about them though is like you ain't got to pay extra for the guac inside your burrito.
I didn't partake in the guap.
Man, man,
Unfortunately,
I love avocados and guac, bro.
the weakness, my
Superfoods, man.
kryptonite is onions, sir. The the
Is
the
what?
division's kryptonite is onions. So I
Onions.
cannot I cannot
Really?
partake in yes. So there's
Like
very
even
limited
cooked
things I
onions,
can eat.
fried onions.
All of
So
them.
you don't do onion rings,
No, no, no,
funyuns.
no. I can do funyuns and I can do
Well,
onion powder,
I was
but I
about to say,
cannot do
what about onion
onions.
powder? Because that's an essential cooking,
Hmm.
spice.
Yeah, no. I
You
use
know,
onion
like,
powder. I do.
well, I don't know. It's a seasoning. I don't know if I would call it a spice. It's a seasoning.
Jamie, wait a minute. This isn't the Joe Rogan show. I don't have anybody to ask. Let me check. Is it a spice? Hey, intern. Yes. Is it a spice? I'll check.
Well, I mean, while I am, the infamous people, my alter ego is Chef People because I do
Yes.
whip it up in the kitchen. I'd have about 5 Michelin stars by now, but these chefs don't know how to talk to people, and neither do their managers and owners.
That's right.
So
And I've had this man's food, people, and it is very good. And we have an answer on is onion a spice? And per thetrellis.com,
are they considered an aromatic? I wonder.
it is considered a vegetable.
Uh,
So when asked the question,
the onion,
is
did you look for onion powder or just onion?
is this said onion? It said, is onion considered herb, spice, or vegetable? And the
Vegetable.
verdict is a vegetable. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all of you chefs out there. We apologize. Uh, I felt that was interesting and that was a good thing to look up. Sorry. Sorry,
Yeah,
people.
but I wonder, like, when it's in powder form, is it still considered a vegetable?
Well,
Or
according to Amazon.com, onion powder is sold under the spice section. And Jeff Bezos is a pimp because he paid 40 billion and got it back the following week.
oh man, he doing something. I mean, uh, I don't know what he doing. Him and what's your man, Elon? Like,
Hey,
what
Elon.
didn't he try to renege on the Twitter deal?
I believe so. I don't. I doubt he was ever really trying to buy it. I think it was all publicity, personally.
I mean, it could be, but like,
Tesla
it seems
stock
that
jumped up.
Twitter's mad though. Like they're like, nah, you entered into this like agreement. Like even if it's a verbal agreement, they can still try and hold him to it because if they can prove that he was playing with them, they can either like they'll get some money from him, or they can force him to buy it.
I don't think they'll ever prove that. I think I don't believe he ever had the money to buy that. I think he would have to over leverage too much stock in the company to purchase it, and it wouldn't have made any difference. Honestly, you're buying MySpace. You're buying something that's, slowly dying.
I wouldn't even be disappointed if they brought MySpace back, bro.
Really?
MySpace was dope, bro. MySpace was dope. Think about it. You could put music on your page.
I think MySpace is still up though.
It is, but nobody uses it, and I don't know why. Man, Tom never did us wrong, bro.
He didn't. All those fake things that said Tom's not playing. No. Is MySpace purchased by? I don't know. I guess MySpace is done. I can't get in.
Really? No, I mean, so I looked it up like 2 years ago, and it was still up. I found my old page, and I was like, oh, I couldn't get into it. Like, I couldn't log, into the space, but because that was about.
Well, apparently you can sign into MySpace with your Facebook or Twitter account.
But Facebook and Twitter are owned by different people.
Where's Tom?
I wonder if there's a third party or if they both have contracts with them.
No, it says your old profile still exists. I don't know. I had one. I checked mine up too. I think MySpace even had a mobile app. They might have taken it down. You know what? This is prior COVID, so they might have taken it down. I think that's possible. Uh-oh.
That's not no. I mean, as cool as Facebook is, because I only get on Facebook for like a few reasons. One, I like to see my memories because look and see the dumb shit I did a couple years ago. Oh yeah, that was fun. Two, the fuckery. I get on there for entertainment purposes. And three, I like to argue. Like I love to argue. I love to argue.
No,
I love to argue. I mean, I should have been a lawyer, but my ass wanted to be a criminal. You know what I'm saying? But I did find out though, in the state of Virginia, you can still be accepted to the bar with a felony.
You can.
And I was wondering. I'm like, I mean, what was the Bama from Catch Me If You Can? Frank Abagnale Jr.
Yes.
Leonardo DiCaprio played.
Yes.
He was a kid and he became a lawyer. Granted, this was back in the day, but still, if he can
extremely intelligent, yeah. He just went and studied and took the bar.
I mean, as much as I know about the law, bro, like all them courtrooms I've been in and out of, like.
Experience is sometimes more valuable than.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's how I actually came into chefing. Like I ain't go to culinary school. Right. I worked in restaurants. I've been in restaurants my whole life. My mother was a bartender. I used to kick it with the chefs and the cooks. So I'm sitting here knowing how to cook at like 10 years old. Like.
So was this a mutual aspiration while along with the street? What, I find it interesting because I find it interesting.
Not really.
Interesting.
Honestly, it wasn't. It was just something I was good at.
Okay.
And that's why I did it. You know what I'm saying? It was something I could do where I could make some semi-decent money.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, I didn't even take cooking professionally, like serious, until I came home from prison. And it's like I got to get a job. Man, my first job home from prison was McDonald's. Like I was trying to get in the back. I was like, man, I want to make burgers. Let me flip the burgers. Let me do that.
Right on that.
They're like,
right
no,
there
no,
register.
no. He said, you got such a nice face. We want you to be in front of the people. I'm like, yeah, I appreciate the compliment, but you spit game. You know what I'm saying? I know you can't play a player. You figure deal me.
Nobody wants to work the front line. Nobody.
Bro, because these motherfuckers, and where I was at, the McDonald's was in the middle of a mall. Mm-hmm. Right there in the middle of Boston, Virginia, at the old mall, when the mall used to be different. Now they done changed it, called the Boston Quarter. It used to be Boston Commons, And
fun fact, what Peebo doesn't know is what year was this?
When I worked there?
Yeah.
We're going to say 13 into 14.
Oh, okay. So directly before that, I was working at that Harris Teeter right across the street. Fun fact.
I know that Harris Teeter. Yes. I wound up working at a restaurant not too far from there, and sometimes I would park there and go to work because you got to pay to work. You got to pay to park anywhere in that area unless you're at the Harris Theater.
Yeah. There was a McDonald's down the road too, wasn't there? There was a McDonald's right before you got on the highway.
Yeah, but that was too far. Yeah, that was too far down. Okay. I wasn't finna be walking there.
With all the Spanish people.
Catch the bus. Oh yeah, I know. I have caught that bus plenty of times.
Yeah.
But yeah, now like the people that would come in, they would be these, bougie ass government employees, or the people who paying fucking $2,500 for a 1-bedroom apartment in one of these buildings right around this fucking mall. So, they feel entitled. And oh, you work at McDonald's? Fuck you. You're subhuman. So I'm gonna talk to you any type of way. I remember one time, I would take a couple people's orders. I'd go get some drinks. By the time they get their drinks, the food's about ready to come out. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's really busy and it gets backed up sometimes. So right. So I'm making some drinks. I'm making somebody drink, and then I hear somebody yell, "Hey, Paul!" And I'm like, it's got to be somebody I know, because who in the is going to yell my name like that?
The government. Who's
You know what I'm
using the
saying?
government?
So look, I turn around, and it's some random white dude in glasses, and I'm like, what's the matter? How can I help you? He's like, where's my food? I ordered it 3 minutes ago. I was like, give me a second. And I looked up on the board, and it was still in the green, because, they have different colors, so you can look from far away to tell,
Okay.
how long it's been. It was still green. It wasn't in the yellow, definitely wasn't in the red. So he's tripping, right? I'm like, sir, it's coming up. Manager right here will, make sure you get your food. Just please be patient, right? He goes, oh, hell no. Hey, and starts yelling for the manager. And the manager turns around. She's like, what's the matter? He's like, did you hear what he just said to me? And she's like, what did he say? He told me to be patient. She's like, what's your order number? And she looked and seen it was still green. She's like, yeah, be patient. Like, what the fuck? Like, but you see that? Like it's stupid shit like that. Like that's
Yeah.
why you, like, bro, like me, and I'm one of them type of people. Like, this is why I don't like working the counter, because I will hop over the counter. You ain't got to worry about hopping over my counter.
We don't need that to happen. We don't need you to hop over the counter. No hopping over the
I
counter.
mean, fortunately, I only had to do it to one person, and I was actually off the clock, and that was on a whole nother situation. I was off. I just stopped by to get a couple McChickens, put in the gullet, because I get them free.
The views expressed by the notorious Infamous PB0 do not necessarily represent the views of Wayne's World. However, we don't necessarily not agree with hopping over the counter on a customer. Continue.
I'm just saying, what was it?
If they deserve it,
Yeah.
hop over the counter.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm just one of them people you can't have working customer service, bro. Because like,
You would have been that dude that beat them women.
I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you one, maybe two chances to say what you got to say. But if you're persistent in it, I'm on.
Would you have beat them women like my man did? That jumped behind the McDonald's counter. Them two girls that was trying to fight, and my man came from the corner and was beating them with the trash compactor thing.
I mean, I see. Here's my thing. Like I.
Are we going to get into that subject already? Are we starting that already? Are we starting that?
We can look. I ain't gonna be no woman, bro. Like I ain't gonna be no woman. But now I will say this: if a female is sitting there,
he was defending himself, right? She was beating him. No, they jumped over the counter. If you saw this video, I will forward you the video and we'll talk about it on another podcast. But these two females, they were drunk and they were upset about a McCheese or something of that nature. Mighty Wings, something. Yes, the original apple pie.
Do they even make Mighty Wings anymore?
They need to, and they need to bring back the original apple pie. Okay.
Oh,
McDonald's is ridiculous.
Them strawberry cream joints. Yeah.
No, those are good. Where they're going with the blueberry and all that, that's I
haven't even tried the blueberry joint.
But you can't touch an original McDonald's fried apple pie. Nobody can touch that. Nobody.
Bro, at the end of the night, like it'd be like 6 o'clock and we would close like 10, bro. Nah, I'm putting extras in the joint.
Yeah, I'm dropping 12. I'm dropping 12 so I can take them home.
They coming home with me.
Yeah, I'm hanging in the
Man,
hood that night. All the homies got an apple pie. Here you
man.
go, brother.
I ain't
Here's a
look, put it this way.
McLean.
I ain't never worked at a restaurant where I wasn't bringing something home for me to motherfucking eat, bro. Fuck that. You want me to stand on that motherfucking grill all night, and the only
I
break
took,
I'm allowed to get is a cigarette break to go kill myself? I
and if
don't
we're a
smoke,
criminal,
bro.
and if you're a criminal like I was
What?
at 17,
You
I
work
wasn't
less,
really
man.
a criminal, but I was criminal minded. I listened to a lot of hip hop. I took a whole
But
box.
hold on, wait a minute. Time out to know. Don't blame it on the hip hop, bro. Don't
I
blame it on
could.
the rap music.
I'm not
You
going to
can't
blame
do
it
that.
on. Okay.
Because come on, bro. We had this whole discussion with Scarface and Ice Cube, and they still trying to
No,
hold
I'm not
rappers
blaming.
accountable.
This is not a blank blame on hip hop. This is a
Okay.
personal accounting of me going to Bradley's and spending my lawn money and buying the Easy Does It tape. Yes, Bradley's. This is how the Vision is dating himself. And I bought the Easy Does It tape. And I listened to that tape all day, every day. And this is how inexperienced and green I was. I bought the clean version. So I'm rocking because yes, look at Peebo's face, people.
With the
Look at
wrong part for all that, bro.
the clean. Easily I approach the microphone because I ain't no joke. Tell your mama to take it off of my tip. I have no time to listen to her spit. That's exactly what Easy E said.
No, bro. But check this out, though. Remember, and a lot of people not hip to this. Back in the day, back in those days, especially ones who were associated with Interscope
Hmm?
or in Jimmy Iovine, they would have them write clean versions of their songs. They don't do that anymore. It don't happen no more. You notice that?
Yeah, it's been years. They let you say it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, bro.
Look at Lotto. Look at Lotto. She like the big dick energy.
Lotto.
Lotto.
I mean-
Lotto and Megan the Stallion are the role models.
It's sad because I mean they're both very young, beautiful women, and they could. But sex sells. Sex sells. Yeah, no. They're young, beautiful women. We want to empower our women, brother. You know, like, and we can't keep going around calling them bitches and hoes forever, even though they call themselves bitches and hoes. You know what I'm saying?
Because technically, we've been calling them that for like hundreds of years. But I'm just joking. Please don't try to come and cancel me. I'm just joking.
I'm a feminist, bro. So you know, I'm a hell of a devil's advocate too.
I'm a feminist too, to a point, but I'm also a realist and I'm also a truth seeker. I had a Twitter debate with a young lady. So Bossip published a report that the brat was highly upset because she found out that she couldn't have a baby. So
the brat, man, she been fine.
I love her back in the day. I don't know. Brat was all right back in the day, but the problem was
honestly, I ain't kept up with her lately. I don't know what she looked like.
Well, here's the issue: the brat did Surreal Life, and the brat.
I can't do them reality shows.
Well, this is what ruined her image for me because I saw her without makeup, and it was looking
like Alicia.
Man,
before the Noxzema.
Looking like Alicia.
Before the Noxzema. Have you seen Alicia without the makeup?
Yeah.
Back when she was first starting, bro?
Yeah.
Like, she was looking rough. I mean,
Mariah's rough without makeup. Mariah and Precious look like she woke up to a boxing glove every morning.
Bro, Mariah has had too much fucking Botox.
Yeah. In her boobies.
See it in her, bro. I mean, bro, like, you can see it in, like, the ones that have been around for a long time, like Mariah has, bro. Like, look at fucking lucky little leprechaun, Kim. You know what I'm saying? I love the old Kim. She was beautiful, bro. She didn't need to do all that shit.
There was no problem with that woman. I don't know why she has to look like an action figure now, but
walking around looking like Chucky's wife Tiffany and shit.
You know what she looked like? You ever see Malignant? That movie Malignant, where she had like a tumor on her back, and the tumor took her over, and the tumor would take over. She started walking backwards. Yeah, that's what Kim looks like, man. Like Kim looked like her body just would transform, like Beast Wars. It's a shame. Like, it's a shame.
I'm honestly like in this ain't. It is a joke, but it's not a joke because I don't like to joke about it, but I joke about everything. So
yeah,
maybe they're gonna cancel me next.
Yeah.
I swear she got that Michael Jackson syndrome, bro.
Yeah, that is for real though.
She didn't see herself as beautiful. Somebody,
No, no,
somewhere,
no, no.
somebody made her, bro. Somewhere, somebody made her feel like she wasn't beautiful,
It
bro.
was
And that's why
Biggie.
she had to change her.
What are you talking about? It was
Big,
Biggie.
Biggie. We're not gonna talk about how Biggie looked, bro. I
I
mean, come on.
guess. Yes. Biggie did it to
I
her because
mean,
she wanted to be with
and
Biggie.
that's what I don't get though. Like
Yeah.
a funny looking dude like him getting bad women like Faith
Yeah.
and Kim, bro. That's
It's
what's up. I
like
get
a
it, like respect, but bro, like you can't that. Rule
like
number
a
one of pimping, bro. Rule number one of pimping, bro.
mm,
You know, you can't call these bitches fat no more. It's bad for their
can't.
self esteem. You gotta call them pleasingly plump.
Oh. Oh, okay.
It's better for their self esteem.
Well, you
You
saw
ain't
they
fat.
killed Kevin Samuel, so I don't want no problems with them. They're mean. They'll come and get you. I don't want any
Man,
problems with
that's
that
what I'm saying.
subset of the population.
And that's why I said I love the women. Like I support all y'all.
No,
All
y'all all right, man. But y'all need to get y'all need to
no, not all y'all, because Candace
yeah.
Owens can fucking go bite a curb.
Yeah, you don't like Candace Owens. I've seen you and several other people have had discussions with her. We can get on that if you want. However, I will say this. I had an argument with a young lady on Twitter about the brat. And the brat was upset because she can't have a baby at almost 50. So I, in my most passionate and compassionate form, I everything I could muster, every bit of empathy and sympathy I could muster, and I commented, "Bro, you 50, get over that shit."
Like
So then,
who she think she is, Sarah?
that's what I'm saying. So then a female came back at me and was like, "All right, damn, what happened? Hold on one second. Say my meeting's about to end. Hold on, yeah. I'm sorry, brother. What's
Nah, you
going
good,
on?
you good. I mean, if you want to take a little commercial break
I'm gonna have to, and then I'm gonna have
and
to
restart it. Yeah, no,
yeah.
I'm sorry. That's fine. That's fine.
All
So we can
right,
set it up.
so
So we can
I'm
cut
gonna
this part
stop
out
it.
right here. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Set it up for a commercial break.
and then
You
I'm gonna
know,
call you
we can
back.
get some
Yeah.
advertisements in there, and then
So
you
we're
know,
gonna take a commercial break, and we're gonna have advertisements from Gordon Gartrell and several other defunct places like Chesapeake Bay Seafood House and or Sizzler. And we'll be back right after that with the infamous Peebo. All right.
also chef.
And the
Well,
chef.
just call me Peebo.
He's a
I'm a
chef.
I'm a Peebo person.
He's Peebo. Yeah, that encompasses everything. He's a chef.
Look.
He
I love
genetically
people, and I love
modifies
animals. I got a
strawberries.
cat on my shirt. Look at that.
Look, he has a cat on his shirt, and it's not in a freeze dried bag. People, did you see that freeze dried cat in the bag on TikTok?
I did, and it like out back of like a certain type of restaurant.
I don't believe that. I don't believe it, but it's
You don't
funny.
believe it was,
I
but
don't
that's what they were
believe it.
talking about on that post because I saw it.
I just don't believe cats. I'm sorry. If you have a cat, you understand cats are not
That wasn't
convenient to
that was too
market.
big, and that
It's
was way too big to be a fucking cat.
yes, that was Garfield, but cats are not easy to catch. So
That was way too meaty, bro. That had to have been like a
now
dog.
the big rats, I
That
absolutely
wasn't even
believe that. I believe
man.
that, and I would eat a big. I mean, people eat rats. It's so I believe that, but I
Yeah,
don't.
no, I've seen the videos and these motherfuckers taking their lives they're living. They're taking them and dipping them in the soy sauce and yummy. No,
Mm.
sir. I ain't
Hey,
eating snails
melted in
either.
his mouth. I've eaten a snail. It was
I'm not
excellent.
doing it.
It was excellent. I went to the Elk Ridge Inn, shout out, and took the wife, and we had escargot, and it was fantastic. Fantastic.
And I'm going to
Fantastic.
paint an S on the side of it. So when I go down the street, people will be like, look at that S car go.
All right, so you do know you've eaten mussels, correct? And clams and all those things. You've eaten mussels. A mussel
I've
doesn't
worked,
look like a badger
bro,
vagina.
look.
Okay.
Hear me out, right? So working in the restaurants and like I told y'all about McDonald's, I ain't tell y'all about my chefing, like actually cooking and dealing, like you know what I'm saying. Like I was in a lot of these seafood restaurants out here. I still have one of my recipes It's probably like 2 or 3 of them still on the menu at Rips on 30 Win. But fuck them and don't patronize them because these bitches.
Y'all heard it.
Yeah.
Y'all heard it.
They don't like black people.
Oh, they don't? Okay. So we put them with the fish market in Clinton. So we put them, even though he's passed away. So I don't know if the rest of the family didn't like black people.
You died racist. You died a fucking racist. Hey, you didn't even redeem yourself.
But according to them people, them drinks was cheap. Because you couldn't keep brothers and sisters away from the fish market no matter what. My man had a Confederate flag out there. They still was out there getting them $5 drinks.
Young, and but there was one Bama. He was up in what was the name of the joint? Like it was like Joe's or something like that. It was a family owned. Like they even took EBTs, but they caught this fucking stupid Bama. Huh?
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, no, they caught this stupid Bama online talking about some yeah. They only come. They're boycotting me now, but they'll come back when they get their EBT money back.
Oh, the dude from Middle River, the dude with the crab place. Yeah. And they did.
Like, man,
and they did.
They had marches on his bitch ass, bro.
And they went back the next month on the 1st. They was lined up to get the crabs, man. I know exactly who you're talking about. It was a shame. He said, and they caught him on fake, like he did a whole bunch of like jokes.
And then he started to GoFundMe. He started to GoFundMe, and then that got shut down because he got put on. Like, bro, like during that whole era when Orange Boy was still in office, bro, Agent Orange, bro. Like, you remember what I was doing?
Yeah,
man.
I mean, going hard.
We was doing it together, like
Peebo was going hard. Peebo. He still shout out to the Freedom Fighters page.
These stupid, and
Peebo was inviting people for meetups, man. He said, "Look, we can meet."
Like when I say crackers, I don't mean white people. I mean whip crackers. The racist whip crackers.
Right.
Like I got in trouble so much on Facebook just for using the word crackers to where I started having to hyphenate with whip before it. Hyphen crackers.
Yeah, they would block you every other day.
I'd be in Facebook jail, and then boom, here comes my other account. Don't fucking play with me. I'm coming. But
all right,
man,
well,
I got so many people fighting.
Hold that thought. We are going to take a real commercial break now, not the fake one. And we'll be back with the infamous Peebo people.